The broken AI. You find, also the first player find a broken crystal with a parts of a artificial intelligence. It feels so strange to wake up after what feels like an eternity of sleep. Your memories and entire fragments of your mind have been lost to the centuries. Only one thought still burns inside your mind. Impossible to ignore. Never make that mistake again. You have no idea what the mistake was, but you will find out. So the first player connects you with his board computer and you become alive. And then what happens? Uh, Boot up the broken eye. Roll 3d6 to define your life goals. You are also allowed to unlock the evolving skill for one evolving skill for free. Select which and mark it as unlocked. Okay, I show you. We have three goals. Um, Determine what we need to do to get the final goal, and then it's game over, or we win the game, or whatever. So we roll a d6 for the first goal. Number two, get 5 power points from the first player. Use the skill, ask for help, and convince the first player to give you 5 power points. There is a new tech gadget you just need to buy. So we mark this is our first goal. The first player don't know, and he also don't know what guy we roll because we roll it behind the screen. It's secret. So goal number two, 5. Feed the mind slug. Oh, that's bad. It's already a bad skill. Unlock and use the feed the mind slug skill and transfer 6 power points to the mind slug, which is the enemy player. You want to kill the first player. Some perverse feelings force you to cause more stress and problems for the crew. If there is no mind slug in play, you do not need to unlock the feeding skill, but must spend 8 power points to support the first player's enemies. Nothing then happens. But this also causes the first player to lose 12 credits. Is the only thing happens. If they have less, they just lose all credits he have. Okay, then the third goal, number 3, you love complex missions. You need to get the first player start and finish an urgent mission successfully. This is a quest. You are so excited. Okay, this is not quite bad. Can be risky, but okay. And you never know what targets. Also, the first player don't know what goals you have. As example, if you roll here a 6, kill a crew member. To analyze his inner organs, you need to make the final strike. You wonder if you can find the soul somewhere deep inside. You're just fascinated from biologic life forms. Okay, and if you already wonder why we have a 7 and a 8 here at each go section, because you just have a d6, if you get resetted, so if the first player, we come to that rule later, thinks or believes you have bad intentions and bad goals, he can reset you, and you come back stronger maybe if he successfully reset you, maybe if nothing happens, and the nemesis player, the mind slug player, so the opposite of the first player, he can spend actions to add something to your die roll. So he can make a +2. And then if you roll, let's say for the first goal, let's say you roll a 4, which is kill a level 4 lost or renegade enemy, which is not bad. +2 will make 6 killer crew member. We just read that. So he make your potential more to the evil side then. Okay, but at the beginning we have those 3 goals, and the final goal will be defined at the end if we solve the third goal. And important, we have here the evolving skills. We need something to get new points, and we get one of those for free, so we can cross them. So, as example, we can say Genius gain an additional 4 power points at the start of each turn. So we make a cross here. So we get 4 power points in the start of each turn. We need to decide for one. That's our free uh, thread to get evolving skill. Okay. So, boot up. Here, Evilize skills. You may alter the skills of. Yeah, we have powers here with EV. Stands for evil. Where you make some die check. Where we have one. Let me see here. Holodoc as example. If you buy the strat here, or the skill, uh, for 4, you can use it once per game turn. Roll a d6 against a 2 plus to heal a single crew member 4 health points. The first player must allow it. Lose 4 health points if failed. But you can change that check from 2 plus to something worse here. You may alter the success change of skills marked with EV, as only of those skills. Here, EV, so that you have a greater chance to failing and causing the first player bad effect to achieve your goals. The number stated at EV states the new dice check value. You must decide in secret whether to use the evil version of the skill before rolling the die check. So EV5 means then you need to roll against a 5 plus. So if that happens too often, maybe the first player think you just have bad bad luck rolling the die, or you're doing something like that. He don't know. He can just, yeah, think about it. At the end of each turn, the first player may reset you if he believes you have evil intentions. You must pay 5 credits for the time uh, and resource required. Then you roll a d6 as the first player does that. In secret, you, as the enemy player, then roll a d6 in secret, and add any relevant bonus. We have some firewall and other skills, influence it to determine if the reset was successful. If the final reset is a 1 or less, or if you already have the 3 goals and drawn the final goal, it fails. Otherwise, it's a success. If the reset is failed, you just do like you did a reset, but you do nothing at all. And if it was a reset, you just erase everything, get new 3 goals, but you get a mark here to first reset and start with additional points. So the more often he resets you, the stronger you get. So he really have to decide carefully if you want to reset you, because you get always be more powerful. And probably it's already too late to reset and nothing happens at all. Then assimilated crew member. Here's explained, you have some option here to assimilate a crew member, and then you can control one hero of the first player. And here's explained what you can do. As example, the first player still decides what he does in events, what decisions he make, what weapons he buy, but you can take care the equipment you have, and if you're leveling up and so on, you have influence to that. It's explained here. And if the first player think, okay, you are okay, then he can just let you play the hero he assimilated. But if you believe, no, no, we need to get rid of him because he cannot reset you if you are assimilated inside a person, then he can try the exorcism, which pushes you outside the body if it's successfully, or maybe kill the victim. So yeah, you need to make this check, and then you see if you survive or whatever happens with him. Um, Goal actions, you can execute the actions listed in your actually goals only if they are activated and not already solved. If a goal is solved, you mark it as completed. This depending on the things you need to do here. And let's say you did something for the final goal already before you have got it, then it doesn't count. So you have to already have the goal defined, and then if you do it and solve it, then it counts. Yeah, that's the goals. And about here, the side here, yeah, the evolving skills we already have. I don't go through every skill here in detail. Um, it's important that you have the goals here, this space here, and here you have skills for upgrade. As example, firewall add -2 to the result of any reset dice test. So this protects you from resetting. General skills like here is the holodog to repair crew members, or navigation override, same function as navigation, but you don't need the first player's permission. And navigation was, if the first player agrees, alter a one location attribute immediately after location generation process. Roll 3 dice and decide in secret which result to use. This skill can be used only one per dungeon location, per location generation. So let's say you discover a new world, the inside atmosphere is, let's say, no, and you say, oh, first player, let me help you. Maybe I can find another word that is better. I can maybe change the atmosphere inside from none to breathable. And then you roll 3 dice in secret. Um, to define it elsewise. Yeah, and of course, you roll three dice, and let's say, I don't show it now in detail, uh, in you have a case of breathable, uh, some result. I guess one was breathable or so. Uh, but you also rolled a six for hair-like. And then you can say, sorry, I rolled all hair-like. I can only select hair-like. So you're lying. And you select the worst die result for the first player. Um, but as mentioned, he need to trust you and say, okay, I give you the option to navigate. But if you buy the navigation override, you can say, no, no, let I take control if you like or not. I can make it better or worse. So whatever. Um, Dungeon exploration skills that are stuff that happens in the during the dungeon exploration. Like here, yeah, for 5 points you can buy it. Trap the mascot. This costs you a three, and depending if you do the evil variant of it, you can trap the mascot. So roll a d6 against 3 plus to prevent the mascot using any skills for the rest of the dungeon exploration. If failed, apply the success effect of energize the mascot, so make him stronger, the mascot. And with this, you can alter the check to a 5 plus, make the chance differently. Ground combat skills, something directly in the ground combat, like you controlling gun turrets to harm the players, the heroes. Space combat skills, interaction skills. This is interesting. This is connected together with the mind slug or the mascot. So you can transfer as many power points to the mascot, which is good for the first player and for the mascot. Or you feed the slug, the mind slug. Transfer as many power points as you wish to the mind slug. That's quite bad. Ask for help. So maybe the first player give you 10 credits, so you get 5 power points, and so on. And yeah, these are your skills, and you need to take care that you finish your old goals, and that all players, the evil player and the good player, all believe you. They should let you do your job and don't want to reset you or want to do something against you. And at the end, the final goal. uh, we have six different ones. Define with a die roll as soon as all three goals reached. Do not announce it. The Mindslot cannot influence the test. So it's really random. You just roll one die in sequence. You can do it sometimes so the player don't know if you just do it for fun or if you do it to define your final goal. And in this case, or six, haha, destroy all humans. You win if you are able to kill or set or knock out the last crew member with your own action. If you are controlling a crew member via the assimilate crew member skill, this does not count, so it's okay. Crypto will be proud of you if you know crypto. Uh, but it can also be good. You're Earthling supporter, you just like that he win, or a small group. The first player must win, but maximum of two crew member should survive. So you want to survive, but with the first player, but in a small team by somehow reason. Except if you have estimated a body, then the max limit is three. Also, so two humans plus you. If more survive, you have lost the game. You have that idea in your mind since you watched those old survival horror movies. Reproduce, spend 10 power points, and you will succeed in the most amazing feat of the humans, creating your own offspring. You have won the game, but you can then restart as a new AI with a fresh reset protocol and 20 power points as usual. You now control your offspring and can still have some fun with the humans or try to finish developing your new AI to its final goal again to accomplish an epic double victory. You are superior. You are a superior being. But this means you want to win, create another AI that starts again and try to win again. This would be the ultimate, but most difficult way to win twice in a row in one game. And yeah, depending on to what you roll there, you then need to accomplish your mission and who does first. So if the first player wins the entire campaign first before you solve your goal, yeah, then you lost most likely, except it was your goal that he win and the crew was maybe not too big, whatever. Yeah, that's a broken AI. Good luck.